Hello children, welcome back to your English class. Today we are going to learn grammar. The topic is sentence pattern. Sentence pattern. Now what is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words which has complete sense. There are 5 important components in a sentence. They are subject, verb, object, complement and adjunct. Now what is a subject? To find or to get subject, we should ask the question who before the verb. It consists of nouns or pronouns and occurs before a verb. Now for an example, here we have a sentence. Nancy danced well. Who danced well? Here the word Nancy answers for the word who. It is before the verb. The next one, the child broke the glass. Here the word child answers the question who. So it is the subject. Now let us see verb. What is a verb? A verb shows an action or activity or a work done by the subject. It also tells us a status. To get verb, ask what does the subject do? Here we have verb consists of auxiliaries and finite verbs. Auxiliaries also called as helping verbs. For example, am, is, are, was, were, has, have, had, does, do, did. These are auxiliary verbs. We also have modals like can, could, will, could, shall, should, may, might, must, semi-modals and quasi-modals like dare to, need to, used to, ought to. The next one we have is finite verbs, which denotes action. Sing, play, write, make, dance, leave, create, etc. Verb occurs after the subject or before the object. Let us see the example of verb. Here the sentence is, James wrote a letter. What did James do? Here wrote answers the question and so it is the verb. The next sentence, he is a doctor. The word is tells us it's a verb. The baby is crying. The word crying denotes the action and so it is a verb. Now here are some more examples of SV pattern. Now SV pattern means subject verb pattern. The first one is Raja talks. The subject is Raja, verb is talks. Second one, they are listening. The subject is they and verb is are listening. The third one we have we were arguing. Subject is we and verb is were arguing. Fourth one, people were celebrating. Subject is people, verb is were celebrating. The fifth one, Mahesh has played. Subject is Mahesh and has played is the verb. Now let us see what is an object. To get the object, ask the question what or whom. What is for things and whom is for persons. Persons may be nouns or pronouns. Now for example here, he bought a pen. He handles the computer. I saw him. So here we need to ask the question what? He bought what? He bought a pen. So it's an object. Here he handles the computer. What does he handle? Here it again says computer. That's a object. I saw him. Whom did you see? Here it tells him. So it's an object. In object, we have direct object, which answers the question what after verb. We also have indirect object, which answers the question whom. Now for an example, for direct object, here the sentence is, Sheila likes cats. Sheila likes what? Cats. So cats here is direct object. In the second sentence you have, I gave Vimala a pen. Now we should ask the question whom. I gave whom a pen? Vimala. So it's an indirect object. Now let us see some examples of SVO pattern. That is subject verb object pattern. Here we have SVO. The sentence is Hemnath irons his shirt. Hemnath is a subject, verb is irons, O that is object. What does he iron? His shirt. The next one you have Saraswati sings a song. Saraswati is a subject, verb is sings, and a song. It's an object. Now let's see some more examples of SVODO pattern. That is subject, verb, object, and direct object. Now I gave him a pen. I gave him a pen. S is I, verb is gave, him. Whom did I give? Him. So it's an indirect object. And what did I give? A pen. That's a direct object. Second sentence, he bought his wife a sari. He is the subject. We, verb is the bought. Indirect object. We should ask the question, whom? Whom did he bring? His wife. So that's an indirect object. And what did he bring? A sari. So let us see the next example of SVOIO pattern. SVIODO may be written as SVDO plus 2 or 4 plus IO. So that is SV subject, verb, direct object, indirect object. I gave a pen to him. I is the subject, we is gave, a pen is the direct object. To whom did I give? To him. So it's an indirect object. You can see some more examples given here. Now let us see complement. The words required to complete the meaning of a sentence are called complement. Complement. C. From the word complete. It is derived from the word complete. Complete the meaning in the sentence. Without it, the meaning is incomplete or the meaning changes. C occurs in two forms, in SVC pattern or SVOC pattern. Now let us see SVC pattern. Now in SVC pattern, it complements the subjects, tells about the subject without the C, the complement. The sentence is incomplete or in the sentence changes its meaning. Now for an example, they are players. Now the subject is they, verb is are, and C, the complement word is players. Here they and players are the same person or the thing. Now without the C, that is without the word players, they are. It's an incomplete meaning. You can also go through some more sentence there. Now let us see SVO pattern. Here the dog eats bones. I like puppies. The dog and bones are two different things. But without the word bones, it is incomplete. The dog eats, that's it. Without the word O, that is the bones, the sentence is incomplete. Now let's see the example of SVOC. In SVOC, the complement tells us about the object. The complement and object are of the same person or thing. Now SVOC examples. They called Einstein a genius. Now here they is subject, we is called, O is Einstein, that is the object here, and a genius is the complement word. It actually denotes to the same person or same thing here. Without the C, the sentence is incomplete. But here in the next one, SVDOIO sentence, we presented a watch to him. Here, both are different. We represent some other thing and to him it is different. So here it is different object. The last one is adjunct. Adjunct A answers the questions where, when, how, why. Absence of A does not change the meaning of the sentence. In another word, adjunct also tells us about the adverb. For example, how, where, when, why. So the examples of adjuncts are how is it, the means, by bus, by cycle, by mixing, by hard work, etc. Where, everywhere, in the sky, at home, tells us about the place. When, tells us about the time, now, later, after 4 years, etc. Why tells us the reason, due to fever, through floods, etc. Here are some more sentences of SVA. She comes every day. She is the subject, comes is the verb, every day here is the adjunct. Sit here. Here sit is the verb, here is the adjunct. Children, I think now you're very clear with the sentence pattern and you're very thorough with the 5 components of the subject sentence pattern. Thank you.